VBN, The Rich Video Blog Network, home to weekly NFL predictions, great personality profiles, professional wrestling video blogs, sports video blogs, MBTA video blogs, entertainment video blogs, plus more. Collection of my work going back to June of 2014 on Facebook, YouTube, and other social media websites. RVBN, the only video blog on the internet that matters. Time's now 3 p.m. on Tuesday, January 17, 2017. Good afternoon, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your second video blog of the day. And the weather is cloudy out right now. We got sunny most of the day, but now it's clouding up. Tonight and tomorrow morning, a potpourri of precipitation is going to be falling. Mainly rain on the coast, snow, sleet, ice, glaze, slop in the middle, and in west of 495, heavy, wet snow. This is not a blockbuster snowstorm, maybe 6 inches. Well, it's all snow and it's heavy wet, so it's shoveling concrete. Some news to report on the RVBN Newswire. The Texas Rangers have signed Josh Hamilton, outfielder, to a minor league contract. Josh Hamilton had 2 stints with the Texas Rangers. He missed all of last year due to knee trouble, and they cut him from his contract, and he's going to try to make the team under a AAA contract. And MGM and St. Clair Broadcasting has announced it's forming another digital over-the-air network called Charge. Charge will show shows in the MGM library plus movies. Already, St. Clair and MGM have comic, which is sci-fi, that's supposed to be launched in the spring of 2017. That's about it on news from the RVBN News. Why do. Be back in a flash with my second video blog subject of the day. Angelo, gonna go to Market Basket today, scratch off millions dollar scratch tickets. He'll win nothing. Keep calm, everybody. And I'm a Julie Bunning guy. Julie is News 6, Orlando, Florida. Julie has a nice smile and the best legs in Orlando, Florida, bar none. Time is now 3:03 in the afternoon. I'm back. My second video blog subject of the day is the former digital over-the-air network ABC News Now. ABC News Now was around for 5 years in the mid to late 2000s, and it was owned and operated by ABC News, and it was like a 24-hour ABC News channel, and that's why it's called ABC News Now. Background on ABC News Now. In the late 1990s, ABC News streamlined a 20-minute newscast every single day on the internet, a couple of times a day, hosted by longtime ABC News anchor Sam Donaldson from Washington, D.C., and it was very successful, and they wanted to launch this as like a cable network. Several times ABC was rumored to have their own 24-hour news network on cable. One time in the early 1990s, they were going to plan to launch one, but instead of that, they launched ESPN2 in its place. And by the early 2000s, they made deals with cell phone providers to have ABC News updates via the phone, and just exclusive stuff that could only get on the phone and online. And there was another thing happening. Digital television was coming into play. Many television stations could be broadcasting on .2, .3, or whatever from their regular broadcast station. So what a good idea. And ABC News Now was launched on July 24th, 2004 on 70 ABC affiliates, including WCVB Channel 5 in Boston. And it covered that year the Republican and Democrat National Convention. Plus, they replayed Nightline, ABC World News Tonight 2020, and several other stuff. Plus, they had original programmings, including Good Morning America Now, which was a third hour of Good Morning America, which eventually got rebranded as GMA Health. Also, they had ABC News Now stuff, which they had breaking news, they had political shows, they had movie shows, and it was basically what was on many of the regular cable networks for news, including CNN, Fox, and then MSNBC. But ABC News Now didn't get too good of ratings because it was just launched only on 70 markets. It was on cable television, but a lot of over-the-air viewers couldn't see it because digital television was in its infancy, and they were real expensive. The digital televisions, they were about $5,000-$6,000, so they did not get too many ratings for that, and most of the commercials they had to sell was direct response ones, which they always play on the digital over-the-air networks, like telescopes or like insurance and stuff like that. And ABC News Now, many ABC stations that carried it were dropping it. And eventually it dropped out of cable networks. Cable companies stopped carrying it. And in 2009, ABC announced it was shutting down ABC News Now. And many of the ABC and owned and operated stations formed a network called Live Well Network, which was a little bit of a similar format to ABC News Now, but it was lifestyle stuff. And it was kind of disappointing that ABC News Now did not take off, because ABC News, America's got the news from ABC News from any other source, plus all the stuff with like the replays of the World News Tonight and 2020 and Nightline and This Week could have helped it a lot, but it was probably doomed from the start due to like digital over-the-air television at its infancy, and they couldn't get the ratings from them. And that's about it on that. I'll be back later, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+, my third and final video blog of the night, which will be about the Malden Stadium in Malden, Massachusetts, that's on pace to open up in 2019. Tell you the story about that. Like I always say, keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Bennett guy. Molly Rosebud, WCCO, Oxon House, Nice Legs. Elizabeth Hat, So Stunning, she's the best. Amy Sweezy's awesome Amy. Linda Church of WPIX, Channel 11, New York. City Viking Cougars got the best legs in New York City, bar none. Bobby Gibbs of ABC 11 has that sweet southern accent. Van Claire of WHDH, Channel 7, Boston, rocks. She's got the best legs in Boston. And Melissa from the Tilted Kilt in Billerica is so awesome, and she's got the best legs at the Tilted Kilt in Billerica. And in the words of Dee Patel last week, no bust, see you later.